Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to the review of The Industrialist, the 8th studio album by the band Fear Factory. Today we're celebrating the 10th anniversary of this record, so I've decided to go back to it and see if it's good or not. I've been listening to Fear Factory since I was born because my siblings were big fans of this band, and since like 2000-2001 I am the Fear Factory fan as well. This album has a lot of controversies behind it, especially the fact that there is no actual drummer, it's a drum machine. The worst thing is that Gene Hoglan, their drummer back then, found out about it online and decided to leave the band because they didn't even tell him they were recording stuff, which is a shitty thing to do for sure. The Industrialist is a concept album that's typical for Fear Factory. Burton always writes about machines and stuff. There are only two band members on this album, Dino, the guitarist, and Burton, the vocals, and Rhys Farber. He always does production for Fear Factory. We have two special editions, each one has a different track. Let's start reviewing this album. The production is tight, everything sounds nice and clean. It's not as good as the previous Fear Factory albums, but it still does its job. Message: machines. Just machines. The structure of the songs is basic, nothing technical or progressive here. Let's begin rating the individual songs. The album's opener. The beginning of the song is a ripoff of their own song Christploitation from the previous album Mechanize, which already drags down the rating. The song is good, it's nothing special, I like the vocals, the instruments. It's typical Fear Factory music, 7 out of 10. I can say the same thing about Recharger, great vocals, great instruments. Even the singing sounds good here. The next song, New Messiah, I think it's decent. As you can see, already the album starts becoming boring because every song sounds the same and it gets worse and worse. But it's still fine, 6 out of 10. God Eater. Now this song is actually interesting, has amazing verses, the vocals just kill, even the singing is on point. The instrumental is dark and heavy, it sounds sinister. 10 out of 10. Depraved Mind Murder sounds like someone depraved made this song. The chorus is atrocious, the singing is awful, even the instruments in the chorus sound bad. I cannot stand it. Because of that, I'm giving it 5 out of 10 because I enjoy half of the song, it's really good, but the other half, every time the chorus comes in, I want to kill myself. Virus of Faith is similar to the previous song, it's just average stuff, I don't like the chorus, 5 out of 10. Difference Engine, it's slightly better than the previous two songs, I enjoy the instrumental work here. The vocals need some guidance, better singing for sure. It's decent, 6 out of 10. Disassemble is my favorite song on this record. It has that spirit of the old school Fear Factory. Burton finally sounds like he wants to sing and scream. I like the break in the middle, the boing boing. Everything is perfect here. This is the only song on this album that I actually come back. I don't care for most of the songs here, but Disassemble is a straight up banger. 11 out of 10, legendary song. Religion is flawed because man is flawed. I don't know why this exists. It's like an intro to the final song on the record. Did they just run out of ideas? 3 out of 10. And the final song, Human Augmentation. It's just some industrial shitting in the background while Burton says something while eating oatmeal. I have no idea why this is the ending for the album. The 9th song was already bad because it was just an intro. And now this, 9 minutes of fucking farting and doing nothing. It's like someone went to an actual industrial plant and started working there, while some asshole in the background started whining. Human Augmentation, nice. 0 out of 10, fuck this song. Now let's rate the bonus tracks. Blush Response, Difference Engine Remix, it's average, I will never go back to it. Back in the past, Fear Factory had amazing remixes, even that album, Remanufacture, it was banger, man. But this is weak, this is pathetic. Next track is a pitch shifter cover, Landfill. This stuff sucks ass, it's worse than the original. It feels like they had no ideas for this album, so they just decided to, oh, let's cover the track that we've loved in the 90s. It sounds forced. The soul of this machine has been removed on this album, like for real. There are bits and pieces of soul, but mostly gone. And you can even hear it in this cover, that they just didn't give a fuck. And the final track, Timelessness 2, it's an acoustic version of the song that ended the third album Obsolete. I actually enjoy it, I think it's decent, but I do think that this should be the ending for this album, like remove human augmentation, give us Timelessness 2. Then I would rate this album slightly better. Overall, I think that this album has no consistency. The songs differ in quality a lot, like you can go from 0 to 11. Wow. Flow is disrupted because the middle of the album sucks ass. It has average, mediocre songs. The beginning was good, then we had Disassemble almost at the end, which was like, okay, they're coming back, they're going to give us straight up bangers. But after Disassemble, it's a giant mess. This album didn't need to exist. Like, if I had to salvage anything from here, I would just pick up Disassemble, God Eater, the first two songs, and maybe Difference Engine and Timelessness 2. Make an EP, everyone would be satisfied. Replayability? No, just some songs. The entire album, it's hard to get through, especially if you've listened to another Fear Factory albums before it. If you're like me, sometimes you just want to listen to some discography in one day, just to relax. So you listen to the entire Fear Factory albums, and when you get to this one, you're tired, and it brings you nothing interesting, like at all. So on its own, like today, when I haven't listened to Fear Factory for like a week or two, it's an average album. But if you're going to listen to it after other Fear Factory albums and in the same day, you might even rate it worse. This is sad because it's the last good Fear Factory album. It's an average album, but it's the last one that I can listen to without trying to kill myself. Hope you've enjoyed the review. I'm sorry that it was harsh, but I really love Fear Factory, and it feels like they've dropped the ball here on this album, and since then they've never really came back. I wish they would just bring some heat, energy. I don't think it's possible. Barton left the band. The original lineup will never come back because everyone hates each other. These dudes are over 40 or 50 and they act like they're 12. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share your opinions about this record. Maybe you think it's amazing, maybe not. And I will see you next time. Bye!